What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an RSF650 upgrade. I've been waiting for this upgrade for a long time and finally arrived, so we'll be doing that. I got some brand new brakes. I've been running these stock brakes for the longest time, and definitely about time to get rid of them. For those of you who don't know, this is my Razor RSF650 that I modded. It actually started life like this, as a stock RSF650. We turned it into an RSF18. We upgraded the motor over here to 1800 watt. It's not the fastest, obviously, but I like it. We hit about 30 miles an hour, and perfect for me. I have other bikes that go faster, so this is more of like my snack getting machine, you know what I mean? We're running still some lead acid batteries, which I know is boo-boo. Next upgrade is for sure a lithium ion battery. I'm looking at I'm gonna keep it 48 volts, probably like a 48 volt 20 amp hour. Sounds good to me. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Let's see what we got here. So I got the Zoom 4-piston brakes. We got it in red to match the handle, and it's gonna be looking beautiful. It's the Zoom HB876. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll throw a link down in the description for everything. Got some 160 mil rotors that we're gonna be installing. Now, when you order these, if I'm not mistaken, the original rotor is 140. You need 160, and also the space in between these middle screws needs to be 48 millimeter. Most of them come 44, so make sure you watch out for that. You need 48. So hopefully this should be an easy plug and play install. I hope we're not going to run into any issues. So let's get started over here. So first I'll be taking this brake line out using a 5 mil. We'll take this out so this line can come out, and we can fish it through this loop and remove the handle. Then, before I still take the wheel off, I'm going to be taking off the brake, still using a 5 mil over here with these two screws. Make sure that comes out. Then we'll be taking the wheel off. So yeah, let's get started over here. The release is pretty easy. Just make sure it doesn't hit you when you take it out. Fish it through here. Fished it out. Let me get rid of, open this up. We'll put that back later. Sweet. So now our front brake is loose. Over here, is it a 5 as well? Okay, so when it comes time to removing the lever, it's got this little thing. I mean, unless you break it and you don't care about it, I guess you could just break it off, but I want to remove it nicely, so I'm just going to be taking off my throttle. So these are our brakes. Like we said, it's the Zooms. This matches our handle. Beautiful. Where's our handle? Closing the handle back up, and oh man, look at that. It's already looking beautiful. Now I'm only gonna lightly close this one up. A few turns on each side. I don't know where the final position is gonna be, so keep that in mind. Let's open this up. 5 mil for the brakes. This one. All right, cool. So that was pretty straightforward. Now I'm gonna remove the front wheel. There are two sizes for the front. It's 14 mil and 17. So 14 mil for this side, 17 for the other side. I'm gonna open that up, be right back. Okay, so I think by accident I may have not recorded this part. Sometimes it's hard doing everything at once, but it is what it is. And now we'll move to the back. Same situation with the back brake. I'm gonna release this so I can fish the cable all the way through the body. Unfortunately, with the new brake, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to just move it on the side. I really don't want to open everything up. 5mm over here. So now this guy can just come out. Just pull through. Perfect. We got that out. I'm just gonna break this one. I really don't need these brakes anymore, so I'm just gonna do that. So now let's take the brake off. We got this guy right here. That's one. That's two. Then these are 5mm. And that's the brake. I gotta do the rear axle, but before I do that, I have to remove this chain cover. And I think I'm gonna take the chain off through the sprocket over here. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Catch you after that. All right, so it should be the same thing. 17 on one side, 14 on the other. And take that off real quick. All right, so once that's off, keep in mind there's a washer in there, don't lose it. You're gonna take this chain off and clean it too proper. All right, rear tire is off. Now we're gonna take the rotor off. Same type of situation. 1, 2. Cool. That's the other rotor off. Get this a little mini clean right here. Let me get the rotor set up. Gotta take off this spacer. All right, super easy. We're going this way. Thread them on by hand. Make sure your rotation side, there's an arrow that shows rotation. Make sure that's right. Tying them by hand first is what I like to do. And then again, the first few, like 3 of them, I'm gonna close with the screwdriver, not all the way, because I just want it to sit right before I go crazy with the drill. That is the second rotor installed. Looking sexy. I want to clean the chain real quick, so I'm gonna do that real quick off camera. I want to do that. My chain is kind of filthy. I'm just gonna run just a rag to clean most of this crap off, and then I'm gonna put some chain lube on it, and we'll continue. All right, let's throw the rear tire on. Okay, that was nice. Cool. Rear tire back on, looking beautiful. Gonna tighten it up a little bit, not all the way. I'll do it all the way when the bike is on the floor. Gonna clean up my sprocket a little bit and throw the whole situation back on. You guys don't need to see that. I'll see you guys after that, and then we'll go and handle the brake. Chain cover back on. Now last thing, the rear brakes. Let's see what we got here. Cool, so we got the rear brake. I really hope we didn't f up over here. Okay, so situational update. I kind of messed up. I went ahead and rushed into things. I kept the same orientation as the stock, where the right was the front, but the way these brakes are, the right is actually supposed to go for the rear, and that's why the cable is longer. I thought the cable was the same length on both. That's my bad, but all right, so I'm gonna undo that real quick, switch back what I did, but it's pretty much straightforward. Got that guy going. Gonna go into here, This guy will reroute with the cabling back there and we should be perfect. Situational update. I switched around what was supposed to happen, where now the left is the front and the right will be the rear. I'll have to get used to it, but it is what it is. So now I already installed the little mount over here, and we just got to put the brake on. Now this brake hopefully fits right away. Perfect. I got the front one installed. The only problem is this kit does come with two different types of brackets. One of them is more kind of wavy like that, that black piece, and then the second one is flatter. This flatter one causes an issue when trying to place the rear brake on. It does not clear, so there's a little bit of a gap right there that we're gonna have to address. The best solution is to get another one of these kinds, so I'm gonna see if I can order one. Second solution is just putting a bunch of spacers in between, trying to find either a solid piece or a bunch of spacers, and try to figure this out, and I'll be right back, guys. Cool. So now we're back from a trip to the hardware store. Went to Lowe's real quick. Home Depot will have this stuff too. Pretty much any hardware store. End up getting this steel spacer right here. This is the specs if you guys want to get that 1/4 inch by 3/8 by half. Should be perfect. I hope so. So I got two of these guys right here. And I got these longer screws right here. It's an M6 screw, a little longer to compensate for the spacer that we're about to add. So, spacer screw. That looks like it's gonna work. Let's close it up real quick just to verify, but I think it might actually be perfect with these 1/2 inch spacers. Butter. Perfect. I thought I was gonna paint those black real quick, but you know what? You can't even tell, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. I'm gonna tighten up this cable and all this situation over here. Got some zip ties. Too bad I can't run it through the body, but it is what it is. I don't mind it. It'll do the trick. Fixed up a little bit more of the cables up here. It's not the prettiest, but it's fine by me. I'd rather have better brakes. And I'm loving the yellow-red situation. Very cool. I haven't done any upgrades to my bike in so long. I mean, as soon as I got it, I start upgrading things, and it's been like over a year at least, like 1.5 years. So now it's very cool to see it with some new things on it. I've been wanting to do the brakes for so long on this bike. We finally got the chance to do it. So I'm excited, and definitely thought we'd run into some issues. We did, and I'm glad I did on this video, so hopefully you guys can learn from my experience and know exactly what you guys need to get in order to make this a sweet, easy, smooth job, because it is pretty easy. It just takes a little time, but fairly plug and play. So what we ended up doing is using that front mount. There are two different mounts. There is one that's a little wider, so a little longer. So I use that one here, and it's literally plug and play. Whether you put it here or in the back, it's plug and play. I ended up putting it for the front. And for the rear, this little guy, I mean, you could, I guess, search online and find the right piece. I just wanted to use it right away. So got that guy. These spacers work beautiful. About to go take it on a little test drive and give you guys my thoughts. See you on the road. All right, guys, I know it's getting a little dark. Hopefully we can see, hopefully we can still see good. But let's go break these brakes in. So pretty much what is suggested to do is just gain some speed. Usually, I mean, this bike is not that fast. It takes a little while to get to 30. So we'll get to like 20 and then we'll hit the brake hard, not to stop all the way. We'll stop and keep the bike rolling, and then we'll pick up speed again and do that a few times. Sweet, that was one. Gain some more speed, brake it in again. But so far these brakes are pretty nice. Definitely hear it working. It might still be rubbing a little bit. But wow, so much smoother than the original brakes. I mean, can't compare, right? 4-piston hydraulic brakes compared to that crap that comes on the original. For $100, whatever this total upgrade was, including the rotors, oh my god, totally worth it. Had to do it a long time ago. I'm surprised I haven't. Let's see, are we still rubbing? There's still some rubbing. I hear some rubbing from the front still. Let's work on that. Build up speed, hit the front. Ooh, there's some good brakes. I need to tighten my forks. Now I can start thinking about my next upgrades for this RSF, and battery is definitely gonna be next. I'm gonna order that in the next few days. So yeah, front forks, battery, and after the battery we'll see if we need to upgrade the motor or not. Once I get my battery, I'm definitely gonna look into different type of headlights, because this is crappy. I might use my original Sauron light. I still have that laying around. That'll be cool. But super cool upgrade, guys. Highly recommended. I'll leave links again in the description for everything. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helped you out, and if it did, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment too, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.